Hey guys, OGalbina here, bringing you guys our SBU round 1 of playoffs against Jesse 504 and his Ann Arbor Selgors. Do me a big favor, if you enjoyed the video today, be sure to drop a like, as well as subscribe to the channel for more content just like this. And go check out my Twitch, which is now linked in the description below. And yeah, with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into the team builder. Now, I do quick team builders before my matches, just so you can see what we're bringing, why we're bringing it, so you have the background knowledge going into the match. There's a timestamp on the screen if you want to skip ahead to the battle itself. Spoilers, this one will be on Showdown. Jaber's having some Switch issues, so we're not going to be able to get connected on Wi-Fi, unfortunately. But, you know, provided we win, hopefully, semifinal should be on the, you know, actual console itself. So, I apologize this one's on Showdown, but, you know, nothing you could do, unfortunately. But that being said, last time we played J-Bear, we actually ended up losing, which was incredibly unfortunate. We ended up getting crit with our Grimmsnarl. We had it set up in a great position, but we weren't getting good sleep talk rolls, which meant that we kept having to dance around crits, and eventually we got crit. And it kind of happens when you bring fat setup, you are crit fodder. However, it just sucks when it happens, especially when we were this close. And I think J-Bear's going to be a little bit more prepared for the Grimmsnarl set we brought last time in this iteration of the matchup. However, spoilers, I'm still bringing it because I still think it's very good in the matchup. Realistically, my team in general is very similar to last time. I think the only things that I changed, I think I only changed 2 things, and I guess we'll talk about them as we go. So, I guess last team builder is basically this team builder. So if you want more in depth on the EVs for that, go watch that other game if you haven't watched it. But that being said, let's do it. Our team, if you did forget, is at the top of the screen, and it consists of Kyurem Black, Rillaboom, Scolipede, Swampert, Grimmsnarl, Heatran, Licky, Boltund, Galarian, Zapdos, Mesprit, and Drifblim, while our opponent's team is at the bottom of the screen, and it consists of Solgaleo, Tornadus Therian, Rotom Heat, Crocodile, Mienshao, Aromatisse, Audino, Tangela, Kofagrigus, Dracovish, and Toxapex. Same thing as last time. Solgaleo, Tornadus, and Dracovish all put on immense offensive pressure in this matchup, so you have to be very careful about how we deal with them. I don't really deal with Tornadus at all. Plus 2 Tornadus kind of just demolishes me. I realized that last time. I was a little bit underprepared for Nasty Plot Torn. Heatran can check non-Nasty Plot variants, but Nasty Plot kind of smashes us a little bit. And then Solgaleo, whether it be Banded or Weakness Policy, both of which are very good versus my team. Now, if he's offensive, he leaves himself a little bit more open to Kyurem Black, which helps us, but again, we don't switch into like a choice band Psychic Fangs at all. So, we gotta be very careful. Yeah, with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into our first model, which is going to be Scarf Kyurem, one of our 2 changes. Last time, if you remember correctly, we were Freeze Dry, Earth Power, Roost, and Toxic, and a lot more HP investment. This time we're going Scarf, and shoutouts to J-Bear. He himself gave me this idea. We were talking about it after. He was like, I can't believe you weren't Scarf Kyurem. You got smashed by Torn T. I thought you would have some kind of speed control for it. And outwardly, I said, dude, you're dumb. Scarf KB is really bad in this matchup between KB and Pex and all these scary, the Audino, Aromatisse. No way I bring Scarf KB in this matchup. But in my head, I was thinking, you're hella right. I should have been Scarf, and we're gonna take J-Bear's advice, and we're gonna bring Scarf this time, tagging on the coverage moves of Ice Beam and Draco Meteor. This really is here as speed control. It gives me a Scarfer that outspeeds Torn, as well as a Scarfer that outspeeds Crocodile, which is really important, and a Scarfer that outspeeds the Scarf Dracovish that is most likely coming, which is great. Now, obviously, we can't switch on rocks as easily. We can't really roost up and, you know, deal with the Dracovish in that way or anything like that either. But if we can, you know, play the prediction game right and, you know, be a little bit aggressive, we can definitely exert some offensive pressure if he brings the same team he did last time. Now, if he brings, like, Aromatisse or Audino this time, then that's a different story. But without those here, Scarf KB is actually very solid. So shout out to J-Bear for the idea. Definitely bring it. Hopefully, he can catch the Torn off guard. Next up, we have the same Swampert set as last time. We are Max Fizz Death with Scald, Earth Power, Stealth Rock, and Flip Turn. This thing's here to check Rotom, Crocodile, and especially Solgaleo very well. It's here to get up rocks, it's here to flip, turn around, scald and burn things, and Earth Power. Be annoying, do general Swampert things. It doesn't have any recovery in Wish Passing this week or in Leftovers, but we do have Grassy Terrain later on to potentially keep it healthy, which is great. Oh, excuse me. Next up, we have Scolipede. One of our 2 changes is on this Pokemon. We're rocking out with the Heavy Duty Boots, Speed with their ability, Poison Jab, Mega Horn, Throat Chop, and Scourge Dance. EVs are get 92 HP, 212 attack, and 204 speed with 8 Jolly Nature. Last time I believe we were EQ, but I realized that Throat Chop is just a little bit better. Now it doesn't do a lot to Coffagrigus, but it does do a sizable chunk. And now we can't hit the Pex anymore, which is unfortunate. But if he brings the same Pex set as last time, we can hopefully trap it with Heatran and eliminate it very early like we did last time. Throat Chop still does give us a way to hit Solgaleo, and it's also a little bit more consistent while a little bit less upside because of the fact that our grassy terrain could be up. So it's just definitely something to keep in mind for sure. We want to make sure that we can kind of deal with that thing, or at least have a way of decently hitting it. I think Mega Horn actually does more, but Mega Horn can miss as well. Throat Chop's mainly there though for the Coffagrigus, which is, you know, a big issue for us. Next up, we have our Fizdef Rillaboom once again. Grassy Glide, U-turn, knockoff, Leech Seed with the Rocky Helmet, Grassy Surge, Stability, 236 HP, 20 attack, and max defense with an Impish nature? Yeah, Impish. This thing is here to check Dracovish, that's it. It's also very good at throwing around knockoffs, and I think that's really important because I think my rocks are very easy to keep out this game. His only removal is Torn, which means it's not Nasty Plot, and Rotom, which loses to our Swampert. So he doesn't have great defoggers in this matchup. If I can get off big knockoffs on both that Torn and that Rotom, the most two likely switch-ins to my Rillaboom. Excuse me, sorry. I'm recording this pretty late. If I can knock off those things' boots, it puts me in a great position to chip them down and really keep them low, allowing me to potentially get that Scolipede endgame going a little bit easier, especially in the case with Torn. If we keep that thing low, that's amazing, and especially because it kind of just smashes us. Leech Seed to spread around those seeds and gain a little bit of HP back. U-turn for momentum, then Grassy Glide for general stab and priority. Next up, same Heatran as last time as well. Magma Storm, Earth Power, Taunt, Toxic with the leftovers. I believe we're actually Flash Fire this time, which we should have been last time. I have no idea why I just said Flame Body. I think that was a pretty dumb decision by me, but we are Flash Fire this time with 244 HP, 188 speed def, and 76 speed with a careful nature, or a calm nature. Magma Storm, Earth Power, Toxic, and Taunt. Very solid. Great stall breaker in this game. We can trap in the Pex if it's not Shed Shell. Now, I could see him being Shed Shell this time, but that means he's not like Black Sludge or Helmet or anything like that. It's another one we could potentially knock off with our Rillaboom, so I think that's very important. If we can do that, we'll be in a good spot. And regardless of him being Shed Shell or not, we still put him in a tough position offensively between Magma Storm and Earth Power, which is really solid, and then even threatening a Taunt. So, oh, excuse me. Once we determine this thing's item, if I don't see Black Sludge, I'm kind of assuming Shed Shell. So once we don't see this thing's item, we can start making a little bit more aggressive doubles around it and things like that, which is great. And lastly, the WinCon has arrived. Let me just make sure. Yep, the WinCon has arrived in Grimmsnarl. We are the same exact set as last time. Bulk up, Rest Talk with Darkest Lariat, 244 HP, 204 defense, and 60 speed with a careful nature. Pretty sure. I always get those mixed up. I always do. But this Pokemon is so good, especially if he doesn't bring the Aromatisse, man. I do expect him to be Haze on his Toxapex for sure. But again, if we can trap that with Heatran, not too big of a deal, to be completely honest. We can really just kind of bully the rest of this team. Minus Aromatisse, once we get up a bulk up or two, we really just smash through everything, which is awesome. Rest to keep us healthy and avoid status, which is awesome. Also priority, and allows us to priority Sleep Talk, which in turn allows us to potentially priority Darkest Lariat. I almost went with like a Resto Chesto Sucker Punch set, but I really do think that the Rest Talk set is just going to be the best bet. It might be a little bit longer, and we might be playing with crits again, but I really do think it's my best WinCon versus Jayberry, and I want it to work this time, so we're going to roll with it. With that being said, let's jump into the battle. Alrighty guys, here we are at the battle. Unfortunately, we just could not connect, me and Mr. Jaybear, but we're connected now. It looks like, I think this is the same exact team he brought last time, which means the same exact Grimmsnarl set that I brought last time could work. I'm expecting Haze Pex this time, though, for sure. Like, he's for sure bringing Haze Pex, and probably Shed Shell, if I had to guess. I do think that my Scolipede can win if I eliminate the Pex. Have fun. So that's obviously very clutch. Now, as for a lead, what do I lead best with? Last time I led Pert, and he led, Smelly Stinky Idiot, that guy. Part of me almost wants to lead Heatran. Oh, that's scary. Yeah, I think we're going to go hard Rillaboom now. We're going to go hard Rillaboom. We're going to throw off a big knockoff. I think that is a for shizzle the play. GG, Jayber. Yes! That did nothing. Why did he even click that? I hate it here. Okay, I'm gonna double cure him. I'm gonna double cure him. Nope. Okay, we're gonna double cure him. We get that play correct. I'm gonna go ahead and click Earth Power. So that did absolutely nothing, which is good to know. He's Shuka. He's definitely not AV, obviously, which is also good to know. I think I just rocks up here, though. I'm not super worried. This thing gets chipped down every time it wants to potentially attack me, so he is going to be switched on out of there. I'm going to make the hard cure and play, as he does end up doing that, so we just throw off an Ice Beam. And hopefully pick up a KO, or very close to it. Let's go. Let's go. So we knock out the thing, which is absolutely phenomenal. I have a pretty free switch in Swampert still as well, so I'll definitely take that. Let's go. And yeah, that's great. Now we can also set up an Earth Power endgame. His whole team just loses to move Earth Power, so that's something else to keep in mind. Let's go. Oh, that's big. This thing comes out. That's fine. He's just taking Rock's Chip, and he takes that. I'm going to try and U-turn once. Because if he goes into the, what do you call it? I'm not super worried. Yeah, so we don't, but that's okay. Just going to go Pert. And go off a big... Actually, do we want to just Scald here? I feel pretty comfortable Scalding. Yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. So we chipped on that thing. It showed to be leftovers. So it's poop coffin. There, see, that's a funny nip. I just realized everything has poop in it, and I think that's funny, J-Bear. So you got me. And from here, I think I want to make a Heat Turn double. We'll catch this thing potentially. Now, if he Shed Shell, that's annoying. But really not the end of the world. I'm just going to Magma. And I'm going to Earth Power. Okay. And then I'll just Toxic here. I'm not super worried about this thing, as he goes ahead and defogs. And I just go right back into it. And I get up my rocks again, pretty sure. Yeah. There we go. We will take it. I'm also setting up a freeze drying game potentially as well. He's going to Fishy Rend. We go ahead and try and U-turn again. We do not get the U-turn off. And it's Heat-Turn time. So he is Shed Shell Pex too, which is something else good to note. So something we can do is just throw off a... Can't we just throw off a Magma? Yeah. And then I'll just Earth Power again. Do we want to double and catch that Rotom coming in? Yep, there we go. And then we have a free Earth Power. Let's go. Let's go. I think we're in a great position to win this game. I think we're in a phenomenal position to win this game. So we're just gonna Earth Power. Earth Power again. He's gonna go ahead and live that hit, which is a little bit annoying. Not the best thing in the world. And right here, we're going to get into our thing, and we're going to get... Yep, there we go. I will take it. I'm going to go ahead and knock off. And there goes his thing, which is great. And we're going to U-turn. So no more Shed Shell, which is phenomenal. Unbelievably amazing, because now he can't switch into Heat-Turn anymore. So I'll take it. We're going to U-turn. He threw off a Sludge Wave, by the way, which is pretty insane. And from here, I'm just going to go into Cure him. Just off Freeze Dry. Pretty darn freely. He Sludge Waves, that's fine. We just go ahead and do that, and then we're gonna make the pivot back out into Swampert. And I think just throw off a Flip Turn, because we're slower, and we'll be able to get the slow momentum out. Which is again, really, really, really nice. We'll go Hard Coat for Grigus. And then from here, just off a big Magma Storm. Okay. We don't hit the Magma Storm, which is annoying. There's J-Bear. Being J-Bear. I would like to hit a Magma Storm. Holy shit, dude. Are you kidding me? Ah, that's amazing. Great to see from our hero. I'm gonna Earth Power. He's gonna just go into Rotom, which is fine. I really don't mind. So he defogs. I'm gonna get him my rocks again. I'm gonna get my rocks again. There we go. Which means this thing is incredibly low. And I just go in and I click Earth Power. Pretty darn freely. Yeah. We just click Earth Power. That's gonna go down, which is great to see. I will for sure take that. Now, how do we live a hit from the Solgaleo? Or how wealthy? I could go Rillaboom here and get a little bit of chip off, which is nice. And then probably go out into Scolipede and just throw off a Throat Chop, which we do. Oh, shit, man. We might just lose the game to this thing. But we're going to throw off an Earth Power here, and hopefully it's enough to take it out. If not, I think we might just lose. Cool. I think that's the game. Yeah, I think we lose. Yeah, we lose. I'm going to rest. I got to get the right roll. Give me the Sleep Talk roll. Let's go. So he's shown the Sludge Wave. I'm gonna go back out into this thing. And a Magma Storm and fucking miss. Okay. I'll try my best. I don't think we can win. It's very frustrating, but whatever, dude. We're gonna go into this. I'm gonna Lariat. I'm gonna bulk up here. And we're gonna rest. Sleep Talk. Wait, did he throw? We're gonna Sleep Talk again. Dude, come on. Please? We're gonna rest. We're gonna Sleep Talk. Let's go. Let's go. I think we win. Let's go. Okay, I don't know why he switched. I don't know why he didn't switch back into it before I got to boost it up again. Yeah, I think he choked. He's super choked. He's super choked. Yeah, he's super duper choked. Let's go! We won! Oh my god, that was a... God, that was nailed by. We move on to semifinals. We J-Bear in an awful matchup. Oh, look at what happens when we get Sleep Talk rolls. Look what happens. We missed 3 Magma Storms in a row and we still fucking win. Let's go! Let's go! Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. Definitely go check out J-Bear in the description below. I appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.